Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're doing the dad and son exchange.
Video.
Yes. So I'm going to ask my son 10 questions. He's going to ask me 10 questions. So I'm going to start. Okay.
Okay.
So the first question is, if you could build a secret room in our house that only you and I know about, what would we keep in there?
My toys?
Your toys.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. My question?
What was your favorite toy when you were 7 and do you still have it?
My favorite toy when I was 7, I think it was probably a car, maybe a toy car or something. I really can't remember.
A Lambo car.
Yes, it's probably a Lambo. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now it's my turn.
I'm just saying okay.
Okay. If you were a teacher for one day, what is the first rule you would change at school?
We can't eat in class. We should eat outside. With a
Okay.
table outside.
So you're saying that's the first rule you would change. So you can't eat
Yeah.
inside. You need to go outside to eat.
Yes, because I was in grade 1, my teacher have a table outside and then we can eat there.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, my turn.
Okay? What's the word is that?
What is the naughtiest thing you
Hmm.
have ever did when you were a little boy? I think I'm gonna say the same thing as what I did with teenage years. I played with the electric blanket and I actually burned the room. I was very naughty. That's not good. Okay. My question, huh?
Did you get like with the
Hiding.
belt? Yes, with the belt
Yeah.
like
Too much. Too
how,
much.
how many times?
I can't even remember. It was too much. Okay. Your question. If our dog could talk, what do you think is the funniest thing they would say to us?
Oh, that's a tough question. I think they will say I think they will put on Paralina clothes and then they will say, I am the feet of Paralina.
But which dog will that be? Bonnie or Oreo or
The big dogs.
Bonnie?
They can dance.
Okay. Okay, my turn.
Did you have a favorite
Favorite cereal
cereal or
snack.
snack when you were a kid that they don't make anymore?
No, no. Everything I loved or liked, they still make. So no.
That was not a cool question.
Okay, here's your question. What is the bravest thing you've ever done, even if you were a little bit scared?
Oh, touching fire.
When did you touch fire?
You not remember? My sister pushed me into the boma.
Okay, but it's not something you did. It's something that happened. You were playing and then into the boma.
I will touch a tiger,
No, but you never touched a tiger.
but I will.
What is the bravest thing you've ever done? So you've done it before.
But I said there.
Okay. What?
That he went underwater.
Yes. When you swam and you went underwater, maybe? Maybe that was one of them?
Yeah, I was brave. I just swam up.
Good. Okay. My question?
If we were a superhero too, what would our team name be and what would be our secret handshake?
Yo, I don't know. So we were superheroes.
Yes.
What superhero do you like?
I love Spider-Man.
Well, I also like Spider-Man. So maybe we would have been called the Spidey Dio.
The Spider-Man team.
Yeah, that's good. But what handshake would we have used?
Oh, I know.
Show me. Yeah, I don't know. We need to practice that one a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, but what would we have been called? The
Man team.
The Spider-Man team. Okay. Okay, now your question. What is the one thing you're really good at that you could teach me and how to do?
Oh no, I don't know. For you?
So you don't have anything good,
No.
but you can teach me.
Maybe gaming.
What about the gaming?
Oh, I know how to play good.
How to play good?
Yeah, and how to level up your battle pass in Call of Duty.
Yeah. Okay. Mine?
If you could turn on to any animal for one entire whole day, which one would you pick and why?
If I could be an animal for one day.
I don't even understand.
What's the number is it? If you could turn into any animal for a whole day, which one would you pick and why? What animal would I be?
That's a tough one.
I don't know. I don't want to be an animal because they sleep outside.
Just choose one.
A dog.
A dog.
Yes, a dog.
Like a,
Yeah, well, a puppy is a dog.
but not a big dog. They sleep outside.
Yeah, so
What's
a
the-
small doggy that stays inside,
Okay.
like Zoe or Oreo. They sleep inside.
Yeah.
Okay, your question. What was the best part of your day today, and what was the not so great part? So, what part was the best part today, and the part that wasn't so nice?
The first best part for me is I love to play with my sister and my family, and the one but what I don't like is of my sister always push me and I say stop, then she always say for mommy.
We will have to talk about that one. Your sister is very naughty.
I'm like here, you know.
Okay. Okay. My turn. Guys, just by the way, he's 7 years old. So that's why he's 7 years old. Okay.
What is the grossest thing you you've ever eaten?
What's the grossest thing I've ever eaten?
Onion?
No, onion is not bad. Grossest thing I've ever eaten.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe the time when we tried to make macaroni and cheese, but the mince was taken out of a sausage. I did tell you guys about that. That was terrible. That was terrible. Okay, your question. You ready?
Yes.
If we could go camping anywhere in the world, even on the moon, where should we set up our tent?
Probably by the aliens.
On Mars or on the moon?
Mars.
On Mars.
Yes, in Call of Duty Zombies.
I knew that. I knew that. That's a
I love
math one.
Mars.
Okay. I knew that. Okay, my turn.
Okay. What is your favorite job to do around the house, and which one do you secretly hate?
I know which one you like.
Which one?
Being in the house and doing the videos.
No, around.
Around the house. So I enjoy cutting the grass, and I also enjoy cleaning the pool. However, sometimes I secretly also don't like it because when the pool is clean, it's nice, but when it rains and the wind blows, then it's dirty again.
You
and
really
everything.
you said it outside. You know that.
What?
We don't like. You guys don't like it, but you guys do it.
Yeah. So that's why I said sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. So
Okay.
it's- Okay. So what is your favorite thing for us to do together on a weekend?
The favorite.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing to do over the weekend with us?
I would like if we go to the sea and I will pay the dollars.
And you will pay the dollars.
Yes.
Okay. My question?
If you could go anywhere in the world tomorrow, where would you take me?
I would love to take you both to Disney World.
Disney World.
Yeah.
You already talked it.
Yeah, but that's my favorite place. Well, even though I've never been there, I would really love to take you to Disney World. I think that's awesome.
Because you watch videos from it.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
People on the camera is like, what are you looking at?
Oh, look at you. Okay. Yeah, your question. If you could have any superpower, but you could only use it to help people, which one would you pick?
Oh, that is an easy question.
Yeah?
I will be Spider-Man if the villain comes and then I will save the people.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like Spider-Man in the movie saves the people.
Yeah, that's a very good one. Yeah, so you can help the other people.
Yes.
Great. I like that one.
Okay. What is your favorite thing that we do together?
Well, this is you probably think that I'm gonna say playing games together. That's probably what you're gonna think. But the funniest part is it's actually when we shower.
Yes.
Because you laugh so much and then you make like a frog and
Yes, because always if it is too cold and I goes like this.
that's okay. Yeah. So that's probably one of the favorite things.
Yes.
Okay.
In the
So-
shower.
Yeah. Even the shower is getting too small for us both, but it's fine.
Yes.
Okay. Last question for you. If you
Okay.
could pick what we have for dinner, what dessert for dinner, what would be on the menu? So if you could choose a dessert, but it serves as a dinner, what will it be?
Probably a cake,
A cake. What cake?
chocolate.
Chocolate cake.
I know what I would choose.
What would you choose?
A chocolate cake formed as a steak.
That's not a bad idea.
I
But
will-
yeah, I agree with you. Mommy's chocolate cake is always the best.
Yes, I love how it is so smooth around.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Okay.
Okay. Your last question. What was the first thing you thought when you saw me for the very first time?
So when you were born,
Yes, maybe.
what was it? What did I think? Well, to be honest, it's such a blessing to have a daughter and a son. So I was just so blessed and happy that you were alive and you were healthy and we've got beautiful children. So
And the smart son and the smart
yes,
daughter.
absolutely. Okay, your square is finished.
Yes.
Mine is also finished. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've stayed so long, thank you so much. If you enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. If you do like this type of content, do subscribe.
And if you are new, just subscribe because you know the other people subscribe to our channel, and we are all we try to get a million subscribers, and we trying our best to get a million subscribers.
Okay. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.